some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man. You're gonna feel different.
Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. Show us a blessing. Be back in the black box to blow us a session. Shout out to my boy Eastside 90s Frank. Not just for the fire, but for the fire. Gotta be careful. It's a real torch. But my boy Frank keep me on deck. On my mama fat lunch to the neck. Gotta get my check. What the f did you expect? The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. Here in the black box, and I am your host. If we sell those 7 C's, and I figured why not get an update on this here Pooh situation with Gucci Mane. Yeah, we covered it a little, but not much. It's been some time. Big Ant, the ghetto spokesman, urban politician TV, stay on your pivot at all times, doing the heavy lifting. And she got some lifting, and she got some soup coolers on her. No disrespect whatsoever.
Accused of kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane and others are set to face a judge again on Monday as their high-stakes detention hearing continues. In federal court, prosecutors say what was supposed to be a business meeting, 5 of the 9 people charged, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., Darian McDaniel, Corday Johnson, and Demarion Gibson appeared in court. Investigators revealed new details about what they say happened on January 10th. Just after 1 p.m., 3 victims arrived expecting to meet with rapper Pooh Shiesty or Lontrell Williams Jr. Instead, prosecutors say it was an ambush. An FBI special agent testified that
Some of the details they're reporting, force signing paperwork to make a release, is the original legendary story that we got about Suge and Eazy-E getting the release of Dr. Dre. However, recently, Suge has come out and clarified that that was not the case. What he did claim that he did was double cross Dr. Dre and expose to Eazy-E that Dr. Dre wanted him dead. And said he made Eazy-E cry. That was cold play.
Williams Jr. brought 1 victim into a private studio room. Others followed, shut the door, and an argument over a contract quickly escalated. Williams Jr. had Rodney Wright, also known as Big 30, retrieve a bag with an AK-style pistol, then pointed it at the victim, forcing him to sign paperwork releasing him from his contract, according to the agent. A judge has now ruled there is probable cause for...
If you did this outside of your hometown, now you faced with a long stretch like Tory Lanez, where you don't know nobody, not familiar with the politics, the conditions. Where were they? Were they in California? It's crazy.
Charges including kidnapping, robbery, and conspiracy. One of Big 30's attorneys, Murray Wells, spoke with us after the ruling.
There are certainly gaps in the evidence. The thing doesn't make sense. Sort of the way it's put together in the complaint doesn't make practical sense about how the way this may have happened. So we use this as an opportunity to sort of learn what their theory is.
And bond was granted for Williams Sr. under strict conditions, including home confinement and a $250,000 bond. As for the remaining suspects, their cases are expected to continue when court resumes Monday afternoon.
The evidence that was presented today in court.
Well, Greg, I can tell you that prosecutors say there's cell phone evidence that shows the 9 defendants, including Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30, were in the area prior to and after the incident. Kidnapping. But one of the things that the defense has pointed out is there isn't any physical video evidence that shows this crime took place. A lot of information was presented in court, but there still are a lot of questions in this case. We will continue to follow it as it progresses in court and keep you updated. Reporting live from downtown Memphis for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WRU.
Is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs.
They got a gang of news reports. Well, they ain't your business, Pooh Shiesty. You made a certain style of ski mask famous. Not sure if you monetize that, which you should have. Every time you see one of those masks, you think of Pooh Shiesty. But it's also kind of connected with a negative connotation, and you allow yourself to live up to that damn image, and now you're in real trouble, kind of like what that mask represents to the world based on your name. That's crazy.
From the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence like video surveillance showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no
case, this is why you never make no statements. Don't try to explain yourself, why you was there, what you actually did, which part of what they saying is not true. You shut the fuck up.
concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV, make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the latest update involving Pooh Shiesty, his father, Big 30, and 6 others, as they have been fairly charged and now going to be moving forward off of probable cause for allegedly robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane and 2 others. Once again, as I will have the links in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning and full it from ABC channel W3, WREG channel 3, and also Action 5, as they was reporting live outside the courtroom and was giving us, as it was happening in real time, the latest details as federal agent Hobbs was laying out his case, saying why they moving forward with probable cause. But the key stuff that has got to circulating and got in rotation was the fact that they did not have physical evidence of the robbery taking place or them putting Gucci Mane inside the room and making him sign the contract and recording it. And I'm going to get into this write-up in just a second, where it kind of breaks down more of the details of what they have and don't have, as it said that supposedly when they put up the federal complaint that Big 30 had recorded Gucci Mane signing his name on the dotted line and saying that he was releasing Pooh Shiesty from the contract. They say that phone has been destroyed. Now they went to one of the guys' home, said they had things there. And this is some key points in the write-up. Pooh Shiesty did not appear in court, but his father, Big 30, and 4 other defendants did make an appearance. Hobbs testified that RD complied and signed it, which is Roger Davis. Then Big 30 allegedly recorded RD at gunpoint, saying he was releasing Pooh Shiesty from his contract. It was later revealed that investigators have been unable to retrieve that video because Big 30 allegedly broke his phone after the fact. Investigators also claimed that Pooh Shiesty robbed RD of his earrings, watch, and wedding ring. However, there's no physical video evidence that shows the alleged robbery took place. It's also alleged that the 8 defendants, excluding Pooh Shiesty's father, Darian McDonald, and DeMarcus Glover, allegedly re-entered the studio and pulled out guns on RD and 2 other victims. At some point, investigators allege RD's security team tried to enter the barricaded room. However, Wright and 2 other defendants pointed a gun and told them to step back, which they did. Investigators say the victims exited from the studio at gunpoint. Then the defendants left and were captured on a nearby surveillance camera. Investigators say they found a gun in Demarion Gibson's home, along with a hoodie in McDaniel's home that he was captured in on surveillance video at the time of the alleged robbery and kidnapping. Now, what they saying is, hey, the surveillance put all of them in the area at the time. So that's a reason why they're going to move forward with this, and they have probable cause. And then one of the guys, the hoodie was at his house that he wore from the surveillance video allegedly. But a key thing that they was alleging that Big 30 actually recorded this and had Gucci Mane saying this stuff on camera, but they cannot find that physical evidence. So it still is innocent and proven guilty in the court of law. It's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove. And in court, when you're on the defensive side, it's all about saying, hey, do y'all have enough to prove that I did this? I don't have to prove to y'all that I didn't do it. It's about, do y'all have enough to prove that I did? And if we go to trial, it's all in the jury hands and how they feel about it. This whole situation is wild and crazy right here, but they was all in the hotel rooms together and everything of the sort. Pooh Shiesty supposedly, according to the federal complaint, was receiving phone calls from his PO at the current time, but his father is out while this was going on, which is crazy. Pooh Shiesty's father has been released. Pooh Shiesty probably won't be released next week because he was already on the federal house, was already back at a halfway house, but he had recently still been on federal probation and was still moving around. So this right here is just the latest of this case. People are going to be looking into it. I'll keep y'all updated on it as people asking me this, that, have I seen this, or what's the latest on it? So I'm going to come in and keep y'all in the know about everything happening and what's trending on the conversations online with it. I'll just say this, man, innocent till proven guilty, but it looked wild. It do look wild. I would never think that I would see nothing like this with the feds being involved and they able to.
Must agree with Big Ant, man. Shout out to Big Ant. Go over, give him a follow. Yeah, Gucci, man, is up being scrutinized because they saying that he cooperating, he telling, he snitching. But then there's also a narrative running around saying that the people with him are off-duty police. If that's the truth, Pooh Shiesty might be in trouble. My mama.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. You know, I'm serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grape Street Rock.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Pooh though, cuz.
Right.
Wasn't that puzzling? Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.